Hey guys, it is Tara here. I'm going to talk to you today about one of the favorite products that I have been taking for years now. It is a staple that is in my refrigerator. I don't typically go a day without it, and it has been the most dramatic change that I have experienced in any kind of supplement that I've taken. So what I'm talking about today is Liquid BioCell. I personally take the one that's called Pure. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about what exactly the product is and why I choose Pure personally. So, what exactly is Liquid BioCell? Liquid BioCell, it was actually for the purpose of the treatment, and I'm going to read it directly off of the bottle. It helps to maintain healthy skin, helps to relieve joint pain associated with osteoarthritis of the hip and knee. There were clinical trials that were done on this product. And one of the amazing things that happened during the clinical trials, they noticed that the people that were taking the product were having some amazing effects, not necessarily for the osteoarthritis of the hip and knee that they were trying to treat, but they were actually seeing differences in their skin. They were seeing that there was a 6,000% increase in their hyaluronic levels in 28 days. That is dramatic, right? We can all agree that's pretty dramatic. So essentially, what is happening when you're increasing your hyaluronic acid levels by 6,000%? Your skin is becoming less dry. So you're not getting those white flaky things that are happening on your shins. I was having those before I started taking this product, and within a week, I was not applying body butter to my legs anymore because they were so hydrated with the hyaluronic acid. Your whole epidermis layer, it's all getting saturated with these wonderful liquids that are permeating through your skin, right? Your skin, your face is getting much more supple as well. Another thing was that we were seeing the reduction in fine lines around the eyes, the mouth, between these lovely 11s, right? 11s. We were seeing a reduction in those as well. And that's, of course, collagen, right? So as we have collagen, it helps plump up that epidermis level, and it smooths out those lines. It's one of those effects that it has. Now, this product, it uses collagen type 2. So collagen type 2, they did some clinical trials on this. They tested things out. They figured out which one was the best. And the great thing about type 2 is that it does affect all of these additional things, not just joints, not just skin. It affects your eyes, your nails, your hair. It affects all of these things. Another thing that I want to mention about this wonderful product is that it's got chondroitin sulfate in it as well. So it's a myriad of all these three wonderful things. So there's collagen type 2, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin sulfate. It's called a matrix, and essentially what this matrix is doing is they're all combined into this one beautiful molecule that is being ingested. It is bioavailable. The body recognizes it immediately. So as soon as I put this lovely product into my mouth, I start swishing it around. It's actually getting absorbed through my cheeks, the inside of my cheeks. It's getting absorbed into the body right away. That bioavailability, that is one of the reasons that when you're taking a dose of your BioCell, that you're seeing effects of taking this product quicker. You're seeing it much more quickly than you are. The dosage is 1 ounce that you are taking every single morning and every single night. Now they're spaced apart by 12 hours because your body can only absorb so much. At some point, your body's going to say, I'm good, I've had enough, and it's going to just pass through any additional that you're giving it. You're wasting the product if you're trying to take too much at once. That's why it's spaced out. So you take 1 in the morning, you take 1 at night. So about 12 hours later, you take it at 9 a.m., you take it at 9 p.m. And you are going to start seeing the effects of taking this collagen. I've had customers that have said they take it within 2 days and they're seeing some effects. I told you about my legs. I could see the effects of my legs in 1 week. I've had customers that have osteoarthritis of the hip and knee, and they are seeing the effects within days of the product. Now, the clinical studies, they were over a period of 3 months. The recommendation is always going to be take it for 3 months to see full efficacy. That's what the clinical trials were. They were for 3 months. So you want to make sure that you are giving it the time that it needs to fully be absorbed into your system. So what do I take the Pure? So there's a couple of different Well, there's actually a few different flavors to choose from, but the one I'm going to focus on right now is called Pure. Now, the reason it's called Pure is because it's the pure formula with added water and stevia for flavoring. But there's nothing additional that's added to it. Now, there's another really popular one that was the original. It's called Life, and Life has added antioxidant fruit juices that are added to it. Now, I take the Pure because I typically am on a lower carb kind of program, and so this has 0 calories, 0 sugars, 0 carbs. That's why I take Pure. If you are diabetic, you're going to want to take Pure as well, because you do not want those added sugars that would be in Life with the natural fruit juice sugars that would be in there. What does it taste like? So I'm gonna have my little swig. I swish it around in my mouth. And why do I do that again? I swish it around in my mouth because it's starting to absorb as soon as it enters my mouth. So you wanna swish it around for a little bit. What does it taste like? The best way I've ever been to describe it is like a tart apple juice. That's gonna be my best way to describe it, a tart apple juice. So it's not sweet, even though there's a stevia that's added to it. I really can't taste the stevia. Some people are very sensitive to it and can really taste stevia. I can't really taste it. It just, to me, feels like it's a tart apple juice. So 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and just be consistent with it, and you're gonna see some fantastic results. Document yourself, take pictures of yourself beforehand, write down in a journal, what are some of the ailments that you have, and then you can start tracking exactly how this is better improving your life. I'm always here for any questions. Please reach out to me and we can have a lovely chat about Liquid BioCell. Take care and have a great day. Bye.